Okay, I've decided to do a jersey ranking video from least favourite to favourite, my rankings of my jerseys. So we're going to get started as quickly as possible. I'm doing this standing up, so there's going to be a lot of flapping about, I think, and I bet you things will fall everywhere. So it's take two. We managed to screw up the first take by knocking all my vape stuff off the cabinet you see in a lot of my videos. All my vape juices just shot everywhere, so I had to tidy that up. So here we go, take two. We're going to start with this season's Bracknell white jersey. Yeah, the white is pretty intense white, and the black makes it like a referee's jersey. And for that reason, with the irony of the team being a highly penalised team this year with a lot of penalty minutes, the fact that it's that white and on the ice, it actually gives me a headache. It doesn't look great on the ice surface, I'm not going to lie. And the first time I saw them wear this jersey, the team lost as well in a pre-season game. So it didn't necessarily bring luck off the bat. But I was saying that it's not a bad jersey. It's just my least favourite of the jerseys that I have. Now others may rank this differently when they see them through my collection, and I'm waiting to hear from you guys. But this is a pretty intense kind of tone of white. Really intense, and the way that the black goes in there, and the logo being this yellow, it does draw you to the logo. But at the same time, when you're seeing it from behind, for example, that's a lot of white, and it's not my favourite by some stretch. But it's not the worst jersey on here in the sense of quality of manufacture. It's just the striping. This is where I think they could have done the design differently. And it's the charity jersey from the season previous, from 2017-2018. Now I know up here you have the blue for the charity. Now if they had white, black and gold like that, and then some kind of combination of those with that kind of striping, I think that would have worked better on this season's jerseys. This one I put down lower because it's damaged, for one. It has been match worn. It was a blood jersey worn during a game. And yes, there is some people have said before when I've done jersey videos that the charity colour isn't great. But one thing I will say, and it's positive, no other sponsorship on it because it is a charity jersey. They only wore this for a few games a couple of years ago. It is a nice jersey, but it's the way I think the colours are laid out. But charity jerseys in the UK, it is what it is, but it's not. I don't like the word mark. I would much rather there been a logo there rather than word marking. I'm not a fan of word marks on jerseys. I did used to have an old Bracknell Bees Cup jersey with just the word marking. Not a big fan of it. And this is why this jersey is the next one on the list. It's my Croatian national jersey replica. It's got writing all over it. Not going to lie, I'm not a big fan of word marks. I much prefer logos, but I understand why. But this is actually quite a comfortable jersey to wear in the summer. It's nice, it's light. I probably will wear it a lot this summer, but not a big fan of word marks. And again, it's a white jersey. Had it been more predominantly blue with a bit of white on it, I think it would have been higher up the list. But it's my Croatian national jersey, so bloody cable. It is higher up than two Bracknell Bees jerseys, and it's one of two national jerseys I have. So while it's not as high as it could be, partly to do with the colour scheme, it's still higher than some. Now we get on to, I think, this one is to do with the logo. I know it's the 30th anniversary season, which ended in a bit of a damp squib towards the end. Yeah, it's not my favourite of jerseys that I've got. I know why they have the old logo there, but it's not my favourite by a long way. And again, another white jersey. 3 out of the 4 jerseys so far have been predominantly white. But this is the type of white I think they should have gone with the first jersey. I think the way they've done it, it looks less intense on the eye. That's why it's higher up. But I think the logo, I know it's an anniversary jersey, and that's part of the key thing of it. It is the 30th anniversary year. But I'm not a big fan of that logo. I never was as a kid. It looks like it should belong on a kid's drawing book. There goes my vape juice again. So that's going to get annoying. I'm just going to... yeah, my vape... this is degenerating. I'm not going to do this video again. I'm doing it now. Now we get to the second coloured jersey. This is the last season of the EPIHL. And that's the second logo they had for the team, which is now, obviously, as you will see later on, gone. I prefer this logo over the last logo. and I preferred this kind of striping over that kind of striping. Um, it looks like a Pittsburgh Penguins jersey to Pittsburgh fans, who will be very depressed they're now out the Stanley Cup. Obviously, the sponsorship is a big problem for a lot of North Americans, and that's what they have a concern about. But this is European hockey we're talking about, and the money isn't as much. And in European sports, sponsors are everywhere. It's something that North American fans, if they do watch European sports, pick up on, is the amount of sponsorship on European sports jerseys. It's just how the sporting culture is. We're more reliant on sponsors paying money. Uh, Here's the brightest coloured jersey I think on the list is the gold Bracknell Bees jersey from this season just gone. Really intense. It looks like custard. It looks like really creamy custard. The one issue with it is the logo and some of the sponsors just blend in, and there's a lot of word marks. I do like the new logo, but with the white, it really stood out, really mad. And you're like, wow, that's there. With this, it sort of blends in, and you've got to figure out where the logo is. The striping again, I'm not a big fan of this jagged. It's I understand with the Bracknell Bees, obviously the name of the team, but it looks more like a wasp, like an angry hornet kind of striping. On saying that, it's a lot nicer, I feel, than the white one. I feel this one, we had a better record wearing this jersey as well than the white one. The white one, we didn't have a great record wearing it this season. I like this jersey more than its white contemporary. The black jersey is still to come. But yeah, I did enjoy wearing this jersey. It's very, very comfortable. I like it. And it's the second of the mainstream non-charity. No, the charity jersey is a colour jersey, but that's the second so far. Now we get to a really rare one of a kind, and this is my second national jersey that I have, and that's my signed Canadian World Championship hockey from the early 90s, Bauer. That's, never been worn, Hall of Famer signature. I don't have the certificate of authenticity, which is a right pain in the arse, but I actually got this for a good deal. I've only paid full price on my Bracknell Bees jerseys when they were new. I've never paid full price on resale for some of my other jerseys. Got this one for a very, very good deal. I've looked online for similar jerseys that have been signed with and without authenticity. We're talking hundreds of dollars. I got this for 60 quid, which is equivalent to about 75 to 80 US and about, at the time, 90 Canadian. So I got this actually pretty good deal on this World Championship Bauer. And obviously, North American, no sponsors on it at all. That is the main difference between European ice hockey and North American, is the lack of sponsorship on the jerseys, and it's a big difference. And a lot of my North American viewers have commented on, there's a lot of sponsorship on this. It's horrible, and I do agree. It's a problem. I've sent some of my jerseys to the hockey guy over the last couple of years, and yeah, he's made comments on the sponsorship on the Bracknell Bees jerseys that I sent him. One of them doesn't have any sponsorship because it's from the 80s. But then we get into the early 90s. Then we get into the mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, and that's when sponsorship just gets thrown on European jerseys like it's going out of fashion. I do agree it's not as nice aesthetically on the eye, but it's something that we as European fans get used to. Right, we've got two more Bracknell Bees jerseys to come, and this is one of them. This is the black and gut. Look at this colour scheme works. This is where the striping works. This is my favourite of the regular season standard jerseys from this season just gone. The new logo stands out. The word mark underneath stands out. I'm not a big fan of the big bold word mark. It does stand out more. The colour scheme, the way they've done the black and the gold, really works a lot better than the white and black and the gold and black. Much, much better jersey to look at, aesthetically pleasing. It really, the team had some really good results in this jersey. I like this jersey a lot more. But I think they have to address that. I'll have to wait to see what they come up with this season's jersey. But there are some improvements that they could make to said jersey going forward. It looks a lot nicer than the other two from the regular season. Now we get on to the limited edition Christmas jersey, which I have. And this is not. It was meant to be match worn. It was the spare blood jersey that they would have worn had a player got injured. Number 87 on the back, the year the team was set up. So I had to get a bit of. It was the last one left, and I went, I'm having that. It's a Christmas jersey. It's meant to be ugly. I like ugly jerseys, it appears. Again, not in white, coloured. The gold, I think they should go with this kind of striping where they just have straight stripes across. I think that works better with the team's colours. And I like this one. A good little Christmas jersey. We have a Valentine's Day and a Halloween jersey as well. I haven't got hold of them, which is a pain in the arse, but they were all out of stock before I could get my hands on one, which is frustrating, but at the same time I can always pick one up second hand. I like this one. The fact that that was a blood jersey as well, and to be worn in matches, I like that one. And notice, because it's a Christmas jersey, there is no sponsorship on it, none. That's why it's at the top of my Bracknell Bees list, by some margin. There's a big gap between this one and the others. There's not a single lick of sponsorship on it, apart from Jersey 53. That is the only sponsorship on it. The rest of it is sponsor free. Something of note, something of a rarity in European ice hockey. Now we're going to get to some even rarer ones now. We're really getting near the end of my list. The Mats Moose. Now, I've actually done some research on this. Someone has actually sent me some information through as well. This was worn at a testimonial for Matt Cote, a former player of the Bracknell Bees. It's a one of a kind. It was worn only once. I thought it was actually a beer league team from North America. It actually turns out to be an actual one-off charity game that was played around 20 years ago. Darren Durdle was the player. So this actually was a match-worn jersey that was worn on the day. So this is exceptionally rare, and you know, one of a kind. That's why it's so high up the list. I rarely wear this actually. I rarely wear this at all. Firstly, it's the size of like a battle dress on me. It's huge, but it is actually that rare. So I decided to just have it in the collection, and it's going to stay in the collection. If anyone has any more information about Durdle as a player, or anyone else who's got any of these limited edition jerseys, please place that in the comment section below. Now we're getting on to my my chair falls over. Now we're getting on to my NHL jerseys, of which I have two. This is my Lucky Yager, as I call it. Now, I'm not a Capitals fan, but Jaromir Jagr is one of my favourite players. Oh yeah, CCM. There's his signature, if you can look closely on the back. Yeah, this is when the Capitals weren't very good, but they should definitely go back to that logo. That logo, the Screaming Eagle, is beautiful. They should never have got rid of that logo. They should also have kept that as a secondary logo, or their main logo as well. I think, while the team wasn't great at the time, the logos they had were amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think they should definitely reconsider bringing back these logos on a third jersey at some point, because beautiful jersey. I love the way they've done. CCM made some brilliant jerseys in the late 90s, early 2000s. They really did. Massive fan of that era of the NHL. Some of the logos that they had, brilliant. I like the Buffalo Sabres, what they call the goat head. I'm a big fan of that one. Big fan of that jersey. Big fan of this. They really had some great logos at the time, and CCM, I think, for me, were the best jerseys in the NHL modern era. That's my personal opinion. Others will disagree. Others, Reebok, Bauer. Everyone has their own opinion on what their favourite era of NHL jerseys was. For me, the CCM era is the best. Now we get on to my favourite, my pièce de résistance, and that is my Jets jersey. Now this is well loved. I've had to restitch the neck, which is, again, it's a Reebok authentic, so it does take a fair beating. The main logo, does take a fair beating as well. It's been a well loved jersey. I know the Adidas are better quality and better made, and these logos are better. But I have to admit, I've loved this jersey now for several years. It has been repaired on here on the neckline, and these are now starting to get damaged as well, the tie-offs. But I've worn this with pride for many seasons now, and I will continue to do so until I can get an Adidas one, or be able to afford an Adidas one, because they are exceptionally expensive, and for me, money is exceptionally tight right now. So the hope is in the next season to get the Adidas equivalent, and to put this one into storage, because I don't think it can take much more of a beating. You can see it's getting frayed here. That's the issue with the Reeboks. But there we go. There is my jersey countdown, least favourite to favourite. I've rated my jerseys. Feel free below to rate the jerseys in the order you would, on least favourite to favourite. And there we go. So thank you very much for watching. That is my current jersey collection. Of course, as you all know, I've given some of my jerseys to the hockey guy in the last year and a bit. So he's got at least 3 of my jerseys now. Hopefully the third one has arrived in time for the Brody Hintz tournament, because I've said that he can donate it to the family. And to be fair, it's the German one. It's the Deutsche Hockey League. That is the most hideous jersey I think I had. That was ugly on a new level of ugly. And I wasn't a big fan of the big Nike logo on the side. That's a concern that North Americans have with the Adidas. I completely understand that, but as a European, you notice how many ads were on these jerseys that I've gone through. There's a lot of them, and yes, they are really in your face sometimes. So I completely understand why North Americans are not a fan of European jerseys because of the ads, but it's something that we've got used to over the last 20, 25 years. And if I got out my football jersey, and if I got out some of my cousins' rugby union jerseys, you again see a lot of sponsorship, and you have to look at the fact that we are heavily reliant on the sponsors, paying the money in, and it's starting to come in Major League Rugby and the MLS. There's more and more sponsors on jerseys, and whether the Americans are big fans of that or not, we'll find out. But thank you very much for watching my jersey countdown, and of course, as time goes on, this collection will get bigger. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below. I'll have some more videos for you very soon.